Okay, once I figure out how to get back to the game, we will play. Okay, new game. I am going to show you how to be successful at Blockbuster Incorporated. You notice it has that movie reel spinning and all of that. Don't pay any attention to that. You might have thought, with it saying productions here, Stellar Vision Productions and all that, that this was a movie making simulation. I'm going to prove to you that it's not. We are going to make money without making any movies. Let's go to Telemovie Inc. It's currently worth minus 40,000. Let's buy $250,000 worth of shares in it. You notice down here in the left corner now, we have $0. We've hired nobody, 0 employees. Of course, we've made 0 movies. We just started here. And we have 0 fans. And that's it. I would say just sit back and puff a cigar, but I don't want to get in trouble with YouTube, and I don't really smoke cigars. I don't advocate smoking cigars or anything like that. It's just a proverbial cigar. So when you think of a fat cat that sits around and does nothing, oh, look at that. We have $8,826 for doing nothing. When you think about somebody that does nothing and there sits at their desk, you know, the guy on the Monopoly cards comes to mind. That's literally what we're going to do. We're not going to sit on Monopoly cards. No. We're going to sit back, watch the traffic go by. We're not hiring anybody. We are not building sets. In this movie making simulation, we are not making movies. Want to know why? I thought you might. We're not making movies because making movies is not how you make money in Blockbuster Incorporated. As crazy as that sounds. You might be thinking to yourself, hey, Mr. Sarcastic PC Gamer, how could you make money in this game if it's not by making movies? Well, funny you should ask, but that's a weird thing to say to yourself because you're not the Sarcastic PC Gamer. I am. So let's get that straight first. I am the poorly aging, sarcastic, PC witty gamer, and you're not. So now that we got our roles straight, I will tell you how you make money in this game is by investing in companies that know how to make money. It is not our job in this game to make movies. How do I know? Thank you for asking. I know because, like a chump, I played it straight the first time. I booted this up, and I went through the tutorials. They took well over an hour. And then I set up a terrific movie making studio. I named it after my grandpappy. Then Then I hired a producer, a director, a crew, actors, actresses, script writers, researchers. I built sets. I built buildings. It was an astounding studio. I made movies. I made spectacular movies. And you know what? They got ratings like 31 out of 100. I assume it's out of 100. I never saw any that were at 100. But my first film got like a 31. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, get good. Well, that first film didn't make me a penny profit. And I thought to myself, I thought, I got to get good. So I set about to get good. I hired better actresses, better actors. I even created some myself. I went to the people creator thingy, Bobby thingy, whatever it's called. I created actors and actresses. I gave them funny names. Like instead of Harrison Ford, I had a Harrison Chevy. See? See, kind of a play on words. You get it? Well, it was funny back then, okay? And I made movies. And you know what? Nary a one made nary a cent. That first playthrough, I released over 65 motion picture extravaganzas. Nary a one made nary a cent. And I wouldn't have been able to last that long except I done discovered the secret of how not to go bankrupt in Blockbuster Inc. And that is, don't invest in yourself. Invest in somebody that actually knows how to make profitable movies. That's why you saw what I did at the beginning of this run through. I took every cent I had, the seed money, the money I was supposed to hire actors and actresses with and build sets and all that, and I put it into buying shares of companies that actually know how to make movies. That's why I now have those shares in this game and $172,000. Now, pretty soon, I'm going to have $250,000, which is the amount I started with, but I'm also going to have all those shares in all those companies. There it is, $220,000, so just $30,000 away from what I started with. I don't have to pay anybody. Now, let me tell you, when I was running a studio the way it's said to in the tutorial, I'd get like 10, 15 pop-ups in a row of whiny actors, actresses. I want more money. I want more. I'd give them raises. They still want more. And they're making these lousy films that are getting me a 31 rating. Sometimes a 46, but usually around a 31. And nobody wants. See, we got over $250,000 right now. It was that easy. So we got $258,000 and all of those shares of the studios that we bought. So now we're going to spend it all again. We're back down to $8,807. Nobody wanted to see my movies. I didn't make any money off of them. The first time I played, by the way, I didn't look online for cheats or exploits or anything like that, and I'm not even that kind of guy. I got $1.2 million right now. $1.2 million. And you've watched me play. What have I done? I've sat on my dead bottom and told you about this game. Haven't hired anybody? Haven't had any meetings at the commissary? I certainly haven't made any movies. But I've got $1.2 million when I started with $250,000. Now, I'm no math genius, but I think I think $1.2 million is higher than $250,000. And now I got $2.1 million. I got to do the figuring up in my head all over again. Is $2.1 million higher than $250,000? Because if it is, I shouldn't have this money plus all them stocks in a game that's supposed to be about making movies. So let's get rid of it again. There, I just dumped $1 million of it. Let's see if I can dump another $1 million of it. There. We're down to a measly $76,000. Maybe we can get rid of that too, no? Okay, now we're down to $6,000. And instantly we have $2.1 million again. $2.1 million for sitting here doing nothing. The game is broken, ladies and gentlemen. I'd say ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, but this is not a gaming channel for children. I'm not saying we're going to do a bunch of adult stuff here and all of that. I'm saying our focus isn't children. Our focus is adults. No, we're not going to show any nudity, and I'm not going to do any cussing or anything like that. Hopefully there isn't a bunch of cussing in the games that are played here on the poorly aging, sarcastic, PC Witty Gamer YouTube channel. $4 million right now. $4 million. I started with $250,000 in a game that claims it's about movie making. I haven't made any movies, and I have $4 million and vast shareholdings in companies that actually make movies. In our next video, I might actually play it the way the tutorial says. If I do, you'll see I won't make any money. It's impossible to make money in this game playing it the way the tutorial says to do it. You're shooting yourself in the foot. And that's the problem. One, it's mislabeled because it's labeled as a movie making business tycoon type game when it isn't. By the way, in the other video I did about this, I show that even buying the shares is broken in this game. So the thing that's making me all the money is also broken. You can buy 100% of somebody's stock and it can say that you owe 2%. In fact, in the last video, it said I own 98% of a company. And so I bought the rest of the stock. So now I owned 100%, but it said I owned 2%. So when I bought that last 2% of the stock in that company, the game thought I only owned 2% altogether. So it got confused. So the movie making is broken. The actors and actresses broken. The producers, directors broken. The critics broken. The money making by releasing films broken. The buying shares broken. And it's a shame. Some of this game looks pretty nice. You're going to get a hands-on look at it if you watch my third. Well, actually, I have two previous videos about Blockbuster Inc. up there right now, but I'm going to take those down because I've got these now, and they look good. Every system in this game is broken. It was not ready for release. The devs had to know it, and so they sold us something knowing it wasn't ready for release. And they didn't sell it as an early release. They sold it as a finished game. I went into Steam, very steamed in fact, and one of the devs was there. He said he would chat with me. So I wrote him a chat message, didn't get anything in reply. So I went into voice chat to chat with him, nothing. Then I get a message a day later. So I sent him a link to this YouTube channel. I would like the devs to actually see this video. I want to see what their excuse is, or whether they're planning on further developing this. See whether they're going to give us our money back. See whether they're going to further develop this. See what they're going to do to make this right, or if they're going to make it right at all. Maybe they're proud of what they've done. I'd be ashamed, especially now during Lent. So anyway, I could sit here for a few hours and you would see what's in the other video. You can make hundreds of millions of dollars, eventually billions of dollars, sitting around doing nothing, not a thing, and the money will come in. Presumably, now I haven't tested this part, but presumably you could go to bed and the money would just come in while you slept. Wake up, there'll be billions of dollars in your account. I'm not going to do that because I don't want to make an 8-hour video where you hear me snoring in the background. And obviously an 8-hour video of an empty lot would be pretty boring as well. We here at the Poorly Aging Sarcastic Witty PC Gamer, we want to make boring gaming videos the old-fashioned way, by playing them and not being very good. We don't need new ways to make boring videos. That having been said, if you'd like to send a message to scummy game companies like this, give us a thumbs up. Let YouTube know you like videos that expose terrible, dishonest companies. In fact, really get back at them. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell so that you find out every time we upload a new video. And you know what? While you're at it, why don't you have a good day? This is a message from You're Happy. Actually, I don't think it worked. You're kidding me, right? Yeah, there's only the one. Ay vey. Alt R. How do I get... Oh, okay. I messed up at the end. Hopefully I didn't cuss or anything fun like that. And anyway, let me see if this video shows up when I press stop recording. Um, as you can see, I'm very professional in everything I do on this channel. You'll want to like and subscribe.